Hello everyone, I'm Andrew Can, and if I can, you can too, and I'm so excited to be doing free YouTube channel reviews. That's right, we are going to be going over YouTube channels today. Specifically, we're going to be looking at video SEO. I see we already have some people who've been joining us. If it's your first time here, this is going to be a little bit different than how we normally do these. It's a 4th of July stream. If you're watching this in the future, enjoy the USA patriotism. We're going to have a little bit of fun, but in all seriousness, I'm just happy to go ahead and give back to the community here. And this is brought to you by our free Discord server. Link will be in the description down below. It is the Can Do Creator Community, also known as the KDC. So with that, we are going to be streaming from sea to shining sea. Just going to be having a lot of fun here today. Hopefully you guys are picking up on that theme. But I see some folks are here. We have Coastal Diva. We have Micah, who says hello everyone. Hello. We have K Skiz, which says hello all. And we have JJ. Yo, good to see some people. It is going well, Select Start Gaming. Excited to get started on the channel reviews here. Just going to be a fun live stream. So the theme is 4th of July, though, which is a unique theme for my channel to say the least, but that is where we're starting. So if you're interested in getting your YouTube channel looked at, we are going to go ahead and share my screen. Now, what I'm excited for, especially when it comes to just the stream today, is some of the surprises we have in store. So let us go ahead and share this screen, and let's go ahead. If you are interested in a channel review stream, all you have to do in order to get your YouTube channel taken a look at is type in what we have here, which is USA 3 times in the chat. And that's how you are entered in to get one of the different ways we're going to be handling the giveaways here today. Now, as we are going and doing this, and as we were focusing, I want to make sure that we take a moment to talk about some of the things that have changed on YouTube. VidCon has happened in the space at the time of this live stream. If you are watching, I see we have 3 entries. I see we have some comments coming in. So good to see the love for USA. Like I said, this is going to be a stream that is more focused a little bit on having some fun with the 4th of July, as well as just giving an opportunity to give people a chance to get their streams looking at. I'm seeing a lot of patriotism from the comments here today, all trying to get on stream. It is important, though, to please make sure you do all the uppercase if you're interested. It does matter, so just want to make sure that we are getting that. But seeing a bunch of different people coming in. So today we're going to be taking a look, as I'm going to go full screen for this one. We're going to be looking at YouTube videos specifically, your most recent one, to check its optimization in terms of title, description, transcript, and although they're not as important as they once were, tags. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. Wanted to make sure I called that out. So we have 5 entries. We have 8 people watching. I think let's go ahead and do that. So let's start gaming. We will take a look if we get that. So let's go ahead and draw, and we're going to have a lot of fun here today. So we're going ahead and drawing the first one. And the first person we are going to be taking a look at today is having a lot of fun with this one. All right, K-Skis or Skiz. So if you are wondering, there will be more opportunities for you to get a YouTube channel review, but we're starting with that here. So hopefully you guys can hear me well. I see that, we have a lot of America to go through today. So let's go ahead and take a look at K's YouTube channel. And so what we're going to be doing is looking at their most recent video. We're not going to have an opportunity to watch it, but we're just going to take a chance to look at the optimization. So let's go ahead and see what they say and have. So congratulations, Kay. If you are wondering how you can get entered into the next one, don't worry, because we are going to have our next term. And before we pull that up, I want to make sure that we give everyone a chance to take part of the festivities. This is going to be a lot of fun. So hold on. Let's see if I can get this going right. All right. So our next word is freedom. Hashtag freedom. If you are looking to get your channel looking, Ike says, I heard America, USA. All right. The next one, if you're interested in getting your channel looked at, is hashtag freedom. That's all you have to type in. All one word, all uppercase. Let's go. That is the one you have to type in to get a opportunity to get your channel looked at. The replay is gonna be wild for this one. It's just gonna look like we're all so patriotic. But what a better way to spend the 4th of July, right? Just to take a look at some YouTube, learn a lot of things. So with that, let's go ahead and switch to this video from K Skis, which is coming back to the greatest Roblox Demon Slayer game. So my first assumption, and again, I will say this is an assumption, so please correct me if I'm wrong, is that obviously that this is a game within Roblox, most likely Demon Slayer based on everything you have here. So one thing I want to make sure that I'm doing for any of these is really going deep and getting a good amount of depth when it comes to these kind of videos. Because when I look at a channel, and trust me, I want to make sure I have everything going, it does kind of look like, since it has chat replay, I'm wondering if maybe this is like something you oh, it's a premiere. There we go. So because this is a premiere, this does have a few things that might be a little bit different. Gonna go ahead and pause this. The first thing I would say is whenever you're focused on a YouTube title, it's super important to remember there is kind of an order of operations, I call it, or an importance of what, you know, you should focus on. I see from Kay in the chat here that it is actually a game. The game is called Demonfall. So with that, right, one thing I would keep in mind, if this is the greatest Roblox Demon Slayer game, I would maybe put that, I'd put this part first. So you have Roblox Demon Slayer game. Then I would put Demonfall over here. That way, if people are looking, you know, for titles in that way, another way you could do it is maybe having a little bit more focus on, you know, can I beat this, or is it possible to? Maybe a little bit more enticing. I noticed that you have your channel name in the tags, which is good. You have Demon Slayer, which is again goes to here. I see I have Demonfall, greatest Roblox Demon Slayer game. Again, while tags are not the most important, one thing that is super important and YouTube still recommends is your title, your description, right? So one thing I've noticed is it's good that you do lead to another video here. I would say in this video, we're coming back to the greatest Roblox Demon Slayer game ever, Demonfall, while doing a few missions, period. And I continue to describe this video because it's super important for YouTube to understand when it's trying to recommend this. One thing also to keep in mind, and this is not something personal, it's just YouTube tends to do this, is it is possible that YouTube might, you know, also might take Demon with Roblox and might have some issues just because it's like, okay, let's be careful with that. Also, I would be super careful on music you don't own. All this is an admission that you don't own the rights to whatever music being used. Not sure if this is music you added or in the game. Keep in mind, just because you disclose you don't own the rights, all you're doing is legally saying I'm in the wrong. So be careful in that. I am not a lawyer, but that is advice I've received when asked when I asked a lawyer about this. So just keep that in mind. I want to check the transcript because if you're looking at YouTube from a metadata perspective, 3 things that YouTube is always looking at when it comes to make sure a video. So I guess here's what I'd say. Whenever you're looking at a video at YouTube, make sure you're doing these 3 things when it comes to your videos. 1, make sure whatever you title your video is also being used in the description and tags. 2, make sure your transcript has what you've titled the video within that first 30 seconds. And 3, make sure you follow through with the promise of your title. Now, YouTube is looking at this in terms of your transcript, right? So this is not an accident. Demonfall is back. It's been a while, right? So I'm going to see here if you actually reference it to what you titled it, because that's how YouTube looks at it to make sure. So just make sure when you're looking at this, that you're really handling just the different things so that you have whatever you call the video in this transcript, because YouTube's looking at the title, it's looking at the description, it's looking at the transcript. So I just want to make sure that, you know, you have Demonfall, but again, it goes to why I recommended having that when it comes to the title. So I originally had that in the title, but I was told it could be a false prophet since that title could be seen as a game review. I mean, if you call it coming back to the greatest Roblox demon game, Demonfall, I don't see how that's a review, unless this is a review and that's an issue of the title. So looking here though, because you say Demonfall so early on, it's super important because YouTube gave us the transcript feature to make sure, one, YouTube looks at the transcript to make sure you are actively, I don't know why my is so it looks like, no, not sure why my camera. Okay, well, We'll just go with full screen while I figure out the camera issues. But basically what YouTube is looking at when it comes to this is it's making sure that you have everything properly set up in terms of just the content. And so it's super important that whenever you are making a piece of content or you're doing a video, that you think about how YouTube would be considering this, right? So I would say that for this title, having the title or having the game in the title is super important. So again, we're looking at the title, the description, and tags to see how well they play into one another. As of right now, I would say that there is, you have a lot here. Like you have the title repeated, here, you have it in the description. Where I would say to keep in mind is both your tags have it, but also this transcript. And this is something you can improve on for future videos. That's super important when it comes to again, I'm not really sure why it's struggling with having me on screen, but issues live are fun to figure out. So as we are continuing on, hopefully it'll be all better. You guys can still hear me. Original title was Demonfall is the greatest Roblox Demon Slayer ever. I would maybe change it to, is Demonfall the greatest Roblox Demon Slayer game ever? I think that's still true to what you were trying to do without like maybe overselling it, but that's just my opinion. Hopefully, it gives, okay, people can still hear me. That's good. You never really, okay, now I see myself. Anyway, what I would say when I'm looking here is that I'm looking for cohesion because that's how YouTube is looking, right? And when we got to talk to YouTube at VidCon, one of the main things they say is that people often have their title one way, their description another, their actual video one way, and the rest of their metadata, which we'll throw as tags. So keep in mind that what YouTube is looking for is cohesion and consistency between those three locations. And I would say that right now you have it in terms of title, a little bit in the description. I would maybe, make your description a little better. I do think it's good that you have the other video linked. You are using cards, which is good. So overall, I would say it's not bad. I like to see that you have your pinned comment. I would just consider bringing back Demonfall, since that is what you say. Demonfall is back. It's been a while is the first thing, and it's missing. Obviously, the demon connection maybe it can make, and that's a weird sentence to say out loud, but hopefully you understand what we're going with. But here's what you have to think. Ike, the British is trying to disrupt the stream. We play well with all countries these days, but for the 4th of July stream, I understand what you mean. However, I would just say when I look at this, you're doing a lot right in terms of, what you have in the title does match the description. I do think there's a little more you could do. I do also say be wary of any music that you don't own. If it is in the game, that's one thing. If it is something you're adding in post, again, make sure you own the rights. This goes to anyone. We are free to do a lot, but we are not free from consequence. And on YouTube, just wanting to make sure that you are very careful on that. I'd say this is a very solid C+. So for me, the only things I would say is like, let's maybe rework this title a little bit and focus on, that cohesion between all of these 4 locations, which is, again, if you're just joining the live stream, the places that we're going to be focusing on today is the video title, the video transcript, the video description, and the video tags, just because to watch every single video might take a while. But as we are here, the word to get your channel looked at is freedom. Go ahead and type in #freedom in the chat for your opportunity for a free YouTube channel review. This is, of course, brought to you by our free Discord server. So if you're wanting to join, we have a link to our Discord in the server in the description down below. It is a great place to get some advice, get some learning. So seeing more freedoms pop up in the chat, more people are entering. So hopefully everyone is having some fun. So with that, I think we have it, and we're going to go ahead and draw. Let's go. It's always a lot of fun. Who we're going to get to take a look at next. Okay, Foxtail Clips, good to see ya. But do not worry, folks. We still have more opportunities. If you were not picked for this one, we're going to go ahead, pull up Foxtail Clips. While we're pulling up Foxtail Clips, just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us. If you're just joining us in the live stream, we're doing free channel reviews. It is a lot of fun. The vibe is 4th of July, if you haven't picked that up. But thank you so much, Fox Clips. It's always good to have you here with the stream. Good to see you in the server as well. So just really happy, to have you here in general. So thank you. And what we're doing is pulling up your latest videos. So if your latest video, you're like, oh no, I didn't optimize it. Most users never know this, right? You need to be practicing every single video you do when it comes to how we handle this today. So the next one we are doing, because I want us to go ahead and get another opportunity for people to get some. If you're enjoying this live stream, I highly recommend, really wish that you, weird giveaway tool doesn't, why is it not pulling the, hello? Huh. Anyway, I guess we'll try this. There we go, figured it out. All right, we're ready for the next one, which will be, if you're looking to get your channel reviewed, we're going to be looking at 1776 to put in the chat for your next opportunity to get a free YouTube channel review. So while we're pulling that up, gives us an opportunity to give people in the chat the opportunity to get looked at here today. The theme is, if you could not tell, 4th of July. We are doing a 4th of July stream. We're going to have a lot of America-themed ways to enter. We're going to be having a lot of fun. If you are enjoying this live stream and want to share some of the fun, please feel free to share it on wherever you want to share it to. But I'm just having a lot of fun here, and I'm very grateful to be here with you all on this 4th of July. Also, there's another one we were going to do, because it's not just the 4th of July. It is also 100 years of something very important to a lot of people. So I want to make sure that we have, we have a lot of things we can cover here today. So I want to make sure everything is solid for what we're doing. But I think we've given enough people some chances. You're going to see them in the chat typing in 1776. Any other issues happen? It's the British. Okay, I see we're getting our theme here really quick, So with that, though, I do think this is a little funny. I'm assuming Foxtail Clips this is because it is a 4th of July based stream, but it does say patriotic, right? So how on brand for us? So Idiots Inbound, Patriotic Idiots, CS Funny Moments. I'm assuming this is Counter-Strike 2 based on this, or CSGO more specific. If it is, like, I'm seeing Counter-Strike 2, seeing a lot of funny moments. One thing I would keep in mind is that when it comes to a title like this, obviously you're playing with friends. One thing that YouTube struggles with is understanding puns, understanding jokes. AI and just machine learning are not really good with nuance. So the problem with putting it as idiots, which is something I know that this is the name of the series, I would maybe put this at the end. I would go maybe CS Funny Moments, then maybe a dash, Idiots Inbound, Patriotic Idiots, because then you're putting the focus on what this video is about up front, so that when YouTube is trying to serve it to the right audience, otherwise it's going to be trying to figure out what Idiots Inbound means, and that's a lot broader. I would have a hard time understanding or explaining that to someone. So make it super simple for YouTube to recommend your content. I see we are back with Counter-Strike 2 Funny Moments. Again, keeping the theme of maybe that should be the first part of this title instead of Idiots Inbound. I think Idiots Inbound and Patriotic Idiots are things that would get people to click, but what people are more likely to be recommended and served is CS Funny Moments. So I would keep that in the title. Again, lean in with that first. I also quickly noticed that there is no pinned comment from you in the description. That is something easily you can do to help the conversation get started. I think that, when I look at some of the stuff you've done well, we've talked about this video or videos like it. When you have CS2 breaking news, like this, again, keeps the focus. Look at the view count. Keeps the focus on what people are interested in. So you should always have, if you can, the thing that might be more search, which is the funny moments, and then you add in the other stuff later. Looking at how you described it, we are back to Counter-Strike 2 Funny Moments, Idiots Inbound. Again, you kind of nail it here, so we want to see that parody from title and description, with some of the best buddies doing the craziest things having the wackiest times and the most outrageous moments I've seen. I would still just, I think you can keep that, still describe, more of those moments. In fact, you can do this in a way where you can describe it later in the description with a link to maybe other moments. So that's something I would keep in mind. I'm also noticing in your tags a lot of one-word tags. I would consider keeping it more focused. Games, if I were to search up games, how long would it take me to find your video? Probably a while. So maybe it is CS funny moment, CS games funny moments, gamers, like, follow, sub. I'd remove one-word tags because, again, how long would it take us to find this? Subscribe, comment, value. These I would say don't add as much. Funny moments is better. These are a little better. CSGO funny moments. CSGO is fine. Funny moments, CS2. Maybe, again, keeping that focus on multi-word descriptive tags. Friends in CSGO, friends, funny moments. Again, some of these are fine. Video game might be too broad. So again, we're trying to focus on ways that YouTube can understand this. And another way they understand things is using the transcript. A lot of people, they don't actually think about what they say in that first part of the video. So this is a great comment from World of KRS or Chris. That's a lot of tags. YouTube gives us 500 characters worth of tags. I always tell people you might as well use every signal you can to YouTube to help. So that's something I would say. Another thing I'd keep in mind, before we start listening to, there's music, looking here, I would maybe do the intro that says, here are some funny CS moments with some idiots that are inbound, just as a quick, intro. I do see you have tags, which is good. And so when I look here, your tags also should be descriptive as you can. Just because the more descriptive you can be, the better. I love that you're tagging the people you played with. Very smart. You do get up to 60 hashtags. So again, good use of here. I would, again, for the first 3 that show up here, instead of funny moments, I would maybe have CSGO funny moments be the first one and then add that one at the end of the 3 featured hashtags. So I'd consider that as well. But what I'm seeing is that you have a really good grasp in the description, a little bit more in the title. You have a lot of tags, some that are not as required as other. And then you have, chapters. You are using a lot of the features. I would say the only thing I'm not seeing is like that either repeated quickly in the transcript or even before you give the intro. I think this is a very solid B- to even just a straight B. So that'd be like the range I'd give this video, but let me know what you guys think in the description, or not the description, in the chat or in the replay, because it does matter. So I see here, I thought using too many hashtags will stop the algorithm from spreading your videos. So that has been changed a little bit. It is more so that hashtags really should be used more for shorts. The first 3 are still the most important. YouTube has actually said in more of their recent blog updates that you can have up to 60. I think 60 is too many. You also want to be careful of hashtag spamming. The first 2 to 3 are the most important, followed by, if you are going to add them, you can have up to 60. Don't overspread it. Your time better spent is in your title and description and just the video topic, to be honest. The others mostly help YouTube in that first moment figure out how to serve your content out. So that's what I would say. And yes, we are going to probably stop around firework time, but we're just having a little bit of fun. But let me know what you guys say. I say it's a B- to a B. Let me know in the chat what you guys think this channel gets on this optimization. As we are going along, we are learning and having fun. Thank you all so much for joining me here. It's been a really fun 4th of July. I thought this could be something we can do just to kind of celebrate together, have a freedom here on this 4th of July. But, we're just enjoying each other's company. And I hope you guys are enjoying the more lax nature of this stream. It's been a bit since VidCon, so just wanted to come back to a live stream and have some fun. With that, if you're looking to get a channel review, all you have to do is type in hashtag 1776. And I'm also looking for the grades, so let me know what you think. Foxtail Clips says, thank you, Andrew. Thank you for the opportunity to take a look at your YouTube channel. Again, I think that you have the right mindset when it comes to the description. And trust me, I understand that this could be a little challenging, right? There are two brothers, Ike, two brothers on their way. Could not agree more. I am heading to get something to eat with my family. We had to left a water park. Have fun. Water parks are a great way to spend the 4th of July. But if you're just watching, right, when it comes to optimizing a YouTube video, you really need to focus on the title, the description, the transcript, the tags. Those areas are some of the most important things that we as creators have direct control over when it comes to helping YouTube understand what our YouTube videos are about. The more we can make it clear and matches the interest of the audience we have on our channels, the better chance we have of earning more views, getting more visibility, and most importantly, keeping people watching our videos. We have so much control when it comes to YouTube, and those are some of the immediate areas we have control over. So with that, I think we have enough time. I think we've given enough time for people to enter. Let us go ahead and draw. Who knows who we're going to get? Always the most exciting part of the stream for me. Okay, we have King CMC TV. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us. We are going to go ahead and take a look at your channel. Going to go ahead and pull that up. While we are pulling that up, though, I am going to go ahead and give us another way to get a chance for a channel review. Why not? Right? That's what we are here to do. We are wanting to look at channels, learn together. And I think it's important because when we look at what we are doing, we want to make sure that we are all doing the most we can to help. So if you are looking for your chance to get a channel review, as I am pulling up the other channels, all you have to do is type in Caesar salad. If you are unaware, we're celebrating the centennial of the Caesar salad. Let's go. One of the best salads. I will not hear any other discourse. It is as American as apple pie, in my opinion, even though it wasn't from America. But, you know, America, spread your golden wings. Jokes aside, Caesar salad getting love. Again, I just want to imagine someday people are going to watch back this stream. You know, it is on screen, Ike. Who's going to be able to spell Caesar? You know, that's the question. That is the question. It is on screen. We are getting our Caesar salads in. We are entering for your chance to get a free channel review. We're just having a lot of fun here on July 4th. Thank you all so much for joining and getting an opportunity to learn with me. Here's a pro tip. If I pull up your channel, then you have, you know, some moments here so that you can easily learn, right? You can have it. I'll have the hashtag on screen for a little bit longer because I want to make sure that people have the opportunity to get their channel looked at and get their stuff. Now, if you don't have any videos on your channel, that might be a little challenging. But the reason I'm looking at the latest video that you guys have uploaded is because everything I'm talking about is super important when it comes to just optimization in general and how we need to have all of this. So there you go. I noticed that Ike is explaining our Discord server, so thank you, Ike. Let's go ahead. We have Caesar salad in the below. Gosh, this is a stream, isn't it? We have the American flag behind us. We have Caesar salad below us, and we have great content right beside us. USA. This stream has become a little off the rails, but I hope you guys are having some fun with it. Now, looking here, first thing I noticed is that you're doing this in more of a vertical style. There is nothing wrong with this. One thing I would keep in mind is that YouTube obviously prefers 16:9. I'm not sure if this is something you made in another platform and it was maybe for TikTok or Reels. I'm really not sure. Some viewers might not know. I have the luxury of having King CMC TV. But one thing you need to keep in mind for new viewers is they're not going to have you to explain this, right? So some new viewers, I'm not one of them. I don't mind a video in this format. Some do. Might be confused. Oh, is this supposed to be a short? So that would be all I can say here. I will say that discover why Valorant's arrival on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X is a major breakthrough. I see Valorant, the game-changing console experience. maybe if I'm thinking about like this from a news perspective, you obviously have decent views. Maybe I would say Valorant finally on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Then I would say game-changing console experience. So it's then super easy, you know, to have it. One thing I'm noticing, Valorant is a game changer. Love how you immediately say that. I don't need to look at the transcript feature. We will take a look at it. But you're doing exactly what YouTube is looking for, right? Whatever you title the video, they want to make sure you're actually saying it in it. Now, again, I see no tags except Valorant. I would definitely, again, tags are not as important as they used to be, but YouTube has not removed the feature. Make sure when you're doing this that you say Valorant arrival on PS5. On like use tags as other ways to describe the video. That's just something I'd say here. Looking here, I see that you're using a good amount of hashtags. One thing I'd recommend, and I recommend this, is to have a link to other videos. So the fold is super important. All of this before the show more here, the first 200 characters or so YouTube is using to make sure that your content is being served, is being discoverable. So I would say just make sure that if you have other videos that are more news, just make sure that you have it. And I see some people saying Caesar salad spelling. It is right there down below me, folks. If you're, again, 100 years of the Caesar salad. So just wanted to make sure. As we continue, I do notice as well, I would love to see a pinned comment from you, King CMC TV. Let's show the transcript. It's a game changer, and here's the reason why Valorant is a game changer. Don't you know Valorant is now? So one thing you can also do is edit the transcript if you want to add Valorant, because obviously YouTube is having a hard time to spell Valorant. Again, these are all little things you can do that can just help this video get a little bit longer shelf life, a little bit longer. Looking here, though, you describe it very well. Your title is very good. Like, I actually don't have a lot of issues with this title. I think maybe adding a little bit more description can help it get more discoverability, but that's really kind of getting more in the weeds. Again, I would like to see, a little bit more use of this description so that we can get more use out of it. But other than that, I would say this is pretty good. Like, you're saying it on screen, it's very clear, you have it in the video. I think this is a solid B- to B as well. Again, some of the ways you could do it is just working on that description, working on some of the things we kind of talked about here. I see from King CMC TV, thank you. Please let me know if you're watching this in the chat or in the replay. What do you think this grade should be and why? I always love having these discussions. It's super important that we do have it. And so let's go ahead and think about it. But while we're thinking about it, we're thinking about the Caesar salad. We're thinking of 100 years of this amazing salad. Thank you to all. It is such an amazing salad. If you have had a Caesar salad, you've got to go ahead and enter for your chance. We're making this free. I see from Foxtail Clips, we have a solid B. Makes sense. Life with Lucia and Glenn saying hi from Toronto, Canada. On vacation. Thank you, Andrew Can, for all you do. We are almost at 10K. Let's go. 10K, 10,000 reasons to celebrate freedom here. we're oh gosh. I want to make a Caesar joke. Brutus beat you to it. That's brutal. Brutal for Brutus. But I guess I will work on making them a little bit easier for the next one. 10,000 reasons to celebrate. And who are we taking a look at next? World of Chris. There we go. I think they just left to go to a water park, but they can watch the replay. And that's what we're going to be doing. But as I'm waiting, and as you guys are waiting, thank you all so much for being here. It's a lot of fun to get to do these kind of live streams. And for me, it is just the opportunity to be with the community, just getting to see questions people have. If you guys have questions or comments as I'm going, please make sure that you are letting me know in those comments. I do listen. I do watch the replay comments. World of Chris is pretty active in the Discord as well. Great to see a lot of Discord members coming on over. And so you could join the Discord if you're interested. We have a lot of great things there. We're doing more streams like this. So link in the description if you're interested. Just making sure I'm getting the most recent video from World of KRS, Chris. Now, if it's all shorts, that's something I would also need to take a look at. I'm not sure why YouTube is struggling showing me the videos. Huh. Well, this is a YouTube issue. But I guess it's going to be the art Discord server tier list is going to be the most recent one I can do here. Seeing a lot of comments. Pearl, good to see you. I'm trying to think of a title for my next video. Then we can hopefully inspire. But you know what we're focusing on, folks? This is our freedom stream, I guess. Again, we're really going. You know, we talked about the Caesar salad. We are taking a look at one of Chris's videos up here next. But if you would like the opportunity to get your channel looked at for free, type in #ApplePie. So American. Let's go. We are just really leaning into the murk of it all, I guess, tonight here on the stream. Fab surprised to see it live. Wow. Hopefully it's not always such a surprise. Thank you for joining us. I see from Explorer SoCal, thanks for working on the holiday. Appreciate all the advice. You know, it's in my veins to give this for free. It's just the freedom, you know? You can't. It's apple pie. We're having fun. We are having a lot of fun. But you know, what's also American? Oreos. Shout outs. I mean, I got to give a huge shout out to Jorko Media, who got to meet at VidCon, gave me this amazing, this is a fake 3D printed Oreo, and it is really good. Ike has one as well. Shout outs to Jorko. Apple pie, how you get your free share review. Thank you all so much. I see there are people who have shared out this stream. I see you all here with me. I really appreciate you. Let's go ahead, though, and let's take a look at the art Discord server tier list. We got to button up our act here. There are Discord tier lists, and I got to make sure that we are giving everything we can to get a good spot on this tier list, man. So with that, in this video, I'll be putting art Discord servers on a tier list. It's very simple. It's very effective. Not a lot you could say wrong here. I would just say don't be afraid to describe it more. Again, YouTube's going to be looking at this. It's very simple. It's effective. But if you can add more, maybe you can say, in this video, I'll be putting art Discord servers on a tier list. If you are unaware, there are a lot of different art Discord servers, and I want to help you find the best one with this server tier list. Again, you're describing it. You're helping making it more of the same. So really good. I do like that you're linking to the next video. I love how you have S tier, A tier, C tier, F tier. One thing you could say is art Discord server S tier ranking, A tier. So I would, again, right here would put art Discord server S tier servers, A tier servers, again, keeping that kind of framing so that if someone is searching for that, which they might, you have the opportunity to make it really simple for them to find your video. Now, I'm going to go ahead and drop a like looking down here. Don't forget to also include your own comment as the first comment and say, what servers are you a part of? Or maybe if you have your own, which I do see you have your own Discord server, maybe you mention, hey, if you want a good Discord server, I recommend come join mine, right? Speaking of Discord servers, if you are enjoying this, consider joining the Can Do Creator Community Discord server. Sorry I had to, but it is literally what this video is all about. Although we're not an art server, but you know, what we do on YouTube, I count as art. So I would definitely recommend putting a link to your Discord server as a pinned comment. I see you have it here. Again, just making sure we do everything we can. Now let's look at the transcript. Art Discord servers are probably some of the best places to give and receive art advice, but have you ever wondered what's the best? I love the way you're describing this video. Straight into the point. You're keeping the audience focused right there. And looking at the video you're using, it looks like one of your own drawings. So again, going to see exactly what you're offering. Really solid. This is what I'm talking about. It's right into the point, gets right to the value of the video. Honestly, World of Chris, great work. Like, genuinely speaking, you're nailing exactly what we're looking for. Because the most important part of a video's transcript is that first 30 seconds. You need to be accurately describing whatever's going to happen in the video. If you study what Mr. Beast does well, he repeats his title organically within that first 30 seconds masterfully, and I love to see it. Mr. Beast does it well. It's something you can learn from him. We can all learn from. And again, it's what YouTube's looking for, because YouTube's transcript feature shows exactly what we say in the videos and make sure it matches what we have described, titled, and tagged the video, right? So the fact that World of Chris is doing this, 10 out of 10. Love to see it. So with that, I mean, all I would say is a couple more tags. You get 500 characters, make sure you're using it. I would say add just the art Discord server tier list S tier servers, just so that you can have it there. I think, in your hashtags, I would maybe make them a little bit more descriptive. I think art advice is fine. Maybe art Discord servers, and maybe just focus a little bit more on the video. Honestly, I think this is our very first of the night. I think this is a very, very solid B+. I think you have a pretty good grasp on the metadata here. I would love to see what other people think. So yeah, when it comes to that, one of the things I would definitely recommend. And yes, what Chantel said is correct. Use Apple Pie for a chance at your review. I see some questions on, this is a quick question. I know I'll get flack for this, but I'm guessing PowerPoint isn't the best to make thumbnails. Look, you've got to use whatever you have. I've seen some people who are really good at PowerPoint make some incredible thumbnails. So it's a tool, use what you can. Obviously, I'm very biased, and full transparency, I am an Adobe Express ambassador, so I'd recommend that. But there's Canva, there's Photoshop, there is Affinity Photo. So there's a lot of options that are both free and paid. So use what works best for you. But if you're actually doing incredibly well with coming to, Photoshop, if you're happy, if the thumbnails are hitting, then or PowerPoint, I should say, use that. Use what's working for you, right? Also, I see from World of KRS. KRS means keep respecting soul. Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me know that. I really appreciate that. So we're going to keep respecting you, and that's a solid B+. So let's go ahead and take a look at our chance to win a channel review. You just got to type in apple pie in the chat. I also see from World of KRS, Pick Art and Snapseed are good choices. Thank you. All right, I think we are good. Let's go ahead, draw who's getting a slice of apple pie, aka a channel review. And if you have been picked before, we will go ahead and have to skip. Micah Flemons, let's go. We are keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Micah Flemons, you are going to be the winner. We are going to go ahead and pull you up here. But while we are doing that, while we're pulling up Micah's channel, let me know, do you agree with the B+ that I gave to World of KRS? So we're going to take a look at the most recent video for Micah. Bible study topic that's expensive. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull it up. Explore SoCal. Man, I was so close. Don't worry. We have lots of opportunities. We're keeping it fun. We're having a lot of fun here. We're keeping it focused. So, say it ain't so. Say can't we see that Star-Spangled Banner, huh? Let us go ahead. If you are smart. It is long, folks. I am sorry on that one. But I'll put it in the chat. There it is, exactly as I spelled it in chat. If I accidentally am put in it, I will obviously redo the draw. But, oh, say can't you see that Star-Spangled Banner? Let's see how this one goes. Here in the land of the free, the home of the brave, here in our July, 4th of July live stream. So, hey, if it's hard to spell, maybe that gives you more opportunities. But I'm mainly here to listen, as I haven't posted in 3 weeks. Hey, Pearl, I know what you are working on. I've seen some of the stuff in our membership. That is one of those things. I am sorry on the length of this one. We will have shorter ones for the next one. But hopefully, right? Hopefully, You guys are enjoying it. You're enjoying the Star Spangled Banner. The next one is not as long. I made sure on that one. But that is what we have for here. So now let's go ahead. As I have the Star Spangled Banner, the stars, and the American way behind me, let's go ahead and take a look. So looking here, this is Micah Flemons, and this is Bible study topic that's expensive. So one thing I think that you do really well here when I look at this title is that I immediately know it's for Bible studying. The topic that's expensive. One thing I would keep in mind, and this is just goes to anyone who is wondering how YouTube takes a look at things, how they consider things, you know, when it comes to YouTube, is how YouTube is going to serve content. Because you are serving a lot of people respectfully here, Micah, and I want to make sure that we get this in front of as many people as possible. That's what I say to anyone, right? So I would definitely keep in mind, right, when you have a description, you first need to describe what it is about. When you first have these things that lead people off YouTube, YouTube doesn't like that. I often say you got to think about it like a store, right? You don't want people that have, if you have a store, right, you don't want someone else advertising their store in yours. So when you advertise Facebook, you know, YouTube looks at that like, oh, he wants people to leave our site for that. Why should we consider helping him, right? Because you're helping their competitor. I would definitely use these first 200 characters to more accurately describe this, right? Now, if this is, you know, if you're linking to another channel, I would actually rather you do that. But I would actually describe what you're talking about in the Bible study. Obviously, the topic's that's expensive, but I see on screen we have Romans 6:23. So I think there's a lot you can do in terms of just making it easier for YouTube to understand where to put this. Obviously, it's going to understand Bible study pretty decently. Topic that's expensive, I think that's actually stuff that people need help with. And I think there's just better ways that we can describe that so that YouTube can more easily share it. Similarly, I see that you don't have any tags. I would put Bible studying expensive, you know, Bible study topic that's expensive, how to deal with expenses, Bible study, how to use the Bible to help with expenses, things like that could easily be tags. You'll know this video better than I will, so apologies if that's not exactly what this video is about. But let's go ahead and take a look at the transcript, right? Something YouTube looks at similarly. We are talking about our money, however, but the Lord wants you to be a good steward of your time, talent, and your treasures. We're going somewhere. We just hold on looking here. This is pretty good. I think that you're doing a pretty good job of matching what you have this video titled as. So one thing I would say is like your transcript's pretty spot on. Just again, as you're thinking about how YouTube needs these things to be, if we can always describe the video effectively right from the gate, that's really the best use. And I think you do a pretty good job here in the transcript. I would just say your homework would be to kind of just think about most people, if they're looking for Bible study, I think you nail the Bible study topic. I would say Bible study, how to handle things that are expensive, or Bible study topic, dealing with expensive things. Just because, you know, it keeps that interest, but it also could compel someone who is like, you know, I am dealing with some everything being expensive because everything is rising. USA. But I think that's one of those things that's pretty easy to help just more people discover this content. So if I'm to be honest in myself, I think that this is a pretty solid straight C. There's a lot we can do. C's do still get degrees. I will also say that it's also important to remember that everything that I've talked about, just getting rid of this, or even you don't have to remove it. I would just say, remember, we talked about the fold here tonight, which is where YouTube cuts off. So honestly, if you described the video in this first part, but you have these linked in further in the description, that's fine. It's just too important up top to have it there. I think this is a super solid C. I think looking here, you really understand the content. I can see that in the transcript, which is a great feature from YouTube, that you're talking and you're following through with what you've promised. It's just making sense. I just got tossed into ad jail. Oh, I'm assuming that's the new YouTube monetization update. Yeah, gotta love that. I tried to put it on the balanced setting, but that's how YouTube is doing ads, I guess. So sorry about that. But yeah, I think a C is fair. And let me know what you guys think either in the chat or the replay. And hopefully, as you guys are watching, you're understanding more about how YouTube looks at these things. Because when it comes to how we make content, YouTube can only know so much. It is really on us to help YouTube best describe and understand our videos. The more we can help YouTube understand our YouTube content, the better YouTube can serve it out, the better we feel knowing we've done everything. And the truth of the matter is, we learned this at VidCon. 60% of content watching is done based on YouTube suggesting our videos. The clearer we describe and make it easy for YouTube to understand what our content is about, the easier it is for YouTube to suggest our content on platform. And not only suggest it, show it in browse, also feature it in search. There is still so much as creators we can do to give power to our content. And a lot of times I find when I help people is just getting those basics are super important. There's a reason NBA athletes practice free throws. They practice the fundamentals because those fundamentals will get you far. The better and sharper you are on them, the better your content can be. So just wanted to share that with everyone here. As we continue, we have that Star-Spangled Banner. Ad jail is what they call it on Twitch. Haven't heard that before. So with that, we have the Star-Spangled Banner, both behind me and on screen. This is your opportunity to get your channel looked at. I understand this one is long. I apologize. The next ones are a little shorter. And Micah, thank you. Hopefully that gives you stuff that you can work on to help that content be surfaced. So just wanted to say thank you for the opportunity to everyone here for letting me take a look at your channel here on this 4th of July, USA. You listen closely. You can hear eagles screeching. I see Khan. I don't know who that is, but hopefully Khan can help. We're going to draw. And if it's me, I am going to be drawing again. Because if I can, you can too. Please don't be me. No. Foxtail Clips, you've been picked before. We're drawing again. Once per chance. Sorry for their Foxtail. Hopefully not me. Please don't be me. Please don't be me. Please. Explore SoCal. There we go. Foxtail's asking the real question. So wait, what's more American? Apple pie or hot dogs? Or wait, cheeseburgers? Ooh. Oh, man. That's a hard question. As we are thinking about it in this America, Explore SoCal will pull you up. That's a question we have to do. We are a democracy, folks. There's only one way we can settle this. There is but one way we can settle this, and that is a poll. We will vote. Thank you so much. Let's get some activity here. This is the kind of question, what's most American? What is most American? Is it apple pie? Or is it hot dogs? Only the chat can decide. Let's start that poll while we are going. Democracy is still here. We are not done. Let's vote in this poll. Let's explore SoCal. We will find out what is most American. Let's go. This is a different stream, folks. This is how I guess we're doing it now here in the live. I did not expect to do this kind of stream today. I just was thinking, what is something I could do to give back? I'm very blessed to have an amazing community here, and any way that I can do these kind of streams, we get a chance. I see that people are definitely giving opinions in that chat, in the chat there. So very important, but you know, as we go on, we will learn what is more American, I guess. So the next one, I want to make sure that we are doing. We have our next one. We have Explore SoCal. Let us go ahead and bring this up on stream. While we are doing that, we need a background change. We need We the People, the Constitution behind us, because why not? So we're going to go to your latest video, as a new user would see. Ooh, as someone who's recently getting into watches, this is actually really good for me. So thank you. I really enjoy watches. So looking here, really smart. You have the watch, so the Kadzian C8227M dress watch, the best, question mark. I would maybe say, I don't think the title's bad. I think it's doing exactly what you're promising, but maybe you should say, is the Kadzian C8, the watch, the best dress watch? Question mark, let's find out. Something like that, just again, to help people who may not know, who, you know, are seeing their new weird knowledge obtained. You will almost always have hot dogs on a 4th of July cookout is a good reason and good answer. But looking here, checking out, I think this is pretty good. It seems this is a review, if I were to take an educated guess. Maybe it is a review with some of the style points there. I would definitely describe this a little bit more, Explore SoCal. So I would say in this video, I'm checking out the watch. Is this what I would say is the, and then I'd put the watch again, the best for dressing up, question mark. Again, as many times as you can help YouTube understand that this is what it's about. And then also it's like, if people are looking up, you know, best watches for men to dress up or best watches to help you dress up, it can show up. There are lots of different ways we can help YouTube really understand what this video is about. So that's one of them. I would also have the brand, you know, just Kadzian watch review. Is this the best watch for dressing up? The Kadzian, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. And again, you want to have it in the tags. Let's look at that transcript, what YouTube uses as well. Good that you have this here. I hope if they are affiliate links, so you do disclose. Very good. Welcome to the channel. I want to take a look at the. All right, you mentioned the watch. Very good. Leather band. You get right into it. Can't complain. Go ahead and drop a like. I mean, you really get right into it. That's what we want to see when you come right into it. So overall, I would say that this is pretty good in the transcript side of things. Again, what I'm noticing, and this is a trend, people seem to really understand how to like say the video, but they have a harder time on the title and then also in the description. Trust me when I tell you this. Title and description are, the title and topic is really what the video is about. Your description should match how you talk about in video, and then your tags should also match that. So a lot of people get the video part great, but it's the other parts that kind of really matter. It's especially when it comes to, you know, the content. It's making sure that you describe, you accurately title, you accurately tag, and that you actually say what the video is about. So what I'm noticing is a lot of people have the title and they have the transcript down, but it seems like the description and tags are where people are starting to fall off. So when it comes to advice for the description and tags, really think about how you can describe this video with repeating the title as many times organically, meaning that it sounds natural in those first 200 characters, so that if YouTube is looking to help someone find a video that is needed like this, you can do it. Also, think about when you're making the video, how can I lead people to other pieces of content? This is about a dress watch, so maybe another video you recommend is easily how you can dress up your outfits using watches, right? There's so much you can do to help people become interested in what you have to offer on your channel. So looking back at this piece of content, I would say that this isn't bad. I would say that, again, I think we have another pretty decently solid, just straight C with a lot of room for improvement. I think a C is fair. C for Kadzian watch. I think there's a lot that if you're following along, you can do. And I do see brainstorming titles and descriptions are challenging. Then you guys are going to want to subscribe for the next live stream I'm doing here pretty soon, where I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite tools that can help on titles, that can help on descriptions. Some of them use AI, some of them use the old noggin, but it's really, really a great time. So highly recommend tuning in for that one. Let me know what you think of this one in the description down below. And description, chat, tag. What am I doing? But looking here, hot dogs by far the winner, 90%. That's crazy. Looks like hot dogs are more American than we would think apple pie to be. But hey, if you're smart, then you knew the next word. Hot dogs. Let's go. If you're looking for a chance to get a free channel review, let us go with hot dogs. Explore SoCal, thank you for the opportunity to take a look at your channel, honestly. So if you want more help, I recommend checking out the description and the description is the right place, a link to our Discord server. You know, we have been able to help thousands of creators. Ike is the co-founder of the Discord, incredibly active. Ike has an incredible newsletter. We're always keeping up with trends, making sure that we're doing all we can to help give back. And that's why, you know, this live stream was not pre-planned. I woke up and I just had the need to, you know, give back to this community in any way I could. And that's why this holiday we are talking about hot dogs, having some fun, you know, with some of the stuff we have behind me. We're just doing, you know, if you look at my lights, we're red, white, and blue here because like I thought what a fun way to give back by doing free channel reviews. So yeah, we've done channel reviews for charity. We do sometimes where super chats get priority in queue. Today it's just free channel reviews. And I'm just very grateful for this opportunity and the trust that you guys have. And thank you. I genuinely mean it. I couldn't be here without you, you know. YouTube at VidCon gave us these medals, right? And it says All Day All-Star, and that's what we all are on YouTube. This came from YouTube themselves. So try to remind myself what I care about, and that's helping creators. And, you know, I've been very blessed to do this, and thank you so much. Hot dog, I may need help. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Seeing some hot dogs in the chat. So, with that, when we are thinking of descriptions, one thing I would say I see people get wrong. Here's how I'd phrase it. Most people get YouTube descriptions wrong. They don't know what to prioritize, and oftentimes they put links to other websites, other things. They direct people off YouTube. I would put that a little further in the description and point in video to check out deeper in the description. The reason is YouTube uses those first 200 characters to understand what your YouTube video is about. If you're directing people off of YouTube, they don't really like that. Similarly to how you wouldn't want someone in your restaurant, in your store to say, hey, leave this one and come to mine. So when it comes to description, the first 200 characters should really match what your title is, be what is said in the video, and have some of the things that you have in your tags. When you get the description right, you're helping YouTube, you're helping Google, you're helping other websites easily see that whatever you've titled your video, the description helps it make sense when it needs those points. So yeah. Where's my LinkedIn gold medal? You know, I think this is because I was recently called a LinkedIn influencer. So I'm assuming that's what that's for. Also, check out Chantel Hill's amazing content. And Chantel, I know we got to review your video. Ike and I are on it after this call. But we have some hot dogs, folks. Let's see who's getting it. Hashtag hot dogs. Ooh. No people, no problems. Let's go. Love to see it. So let us go ahead. Pull up that YouTube channel while we're going. I also think I can end the poll. Democracy is won. Hot dogs are apparently more patriotic, according to our polls here. We poll the audience because of democracy, right? That's why we did it. We're a democracy here in the States, so we go with that. That is how hot dogs have won. So close. I am so sorry. But if you want an boo, apple pies, boo. You know, I brought my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry, man. My Miss American Pie. Let's get the flag flying. Why is YouTube giving me such a hard time? We have popular. Let's go latest. All right. She is a stalker, a true stalker story. Now, one thing I will keep in mind, and I just say this to enlighten, this is not how I feel personally. This is just the platform of YouTube. be very careful with words such as stalker. There's a list of words, and I know that we have it in our resources, that YouTube, they say it doesn't matter, but it does, right? Stalkers is one of those weird ones where it could get you in an older age bracket for YouTube content. YouTube might say it's not general audience. One thing I would say, when I look at this title, I think you're going for the she is a stalker, a true stalker story. I do think you're trying to go, and correct me if I'm wrong in chat, for maybe more of a mystery pull to get people in. Or I'm seeing in my teens, I had a chilling stalker experience after fleeing a first date with a girl carrying a butcher knife. I don't know if this is a story you're telling or if this is actually what happened to you. So please keep in mind, this is me not knowing the video. I'm trying to be sensitive to a lot that we have here. I would say maybe if this is your stalker story, maybe it is something more along the lines of how I dealt with my first with a stalker, a true stalker story. So people immediately understand it is yours. Yes, a true story. So I do want to be sensitive to that. One, I'm very sorry you had to deal with that. That is something I don't wish on anyone. So I just wanted to say I'm sorry. Second, if you are trying to help others, I would say, which is, you know, you do say it's your experience. I would say my experience dealing with a stalker, a true story, a true stalker story. That way it's immediately clear on what you're focusing on. YouTube can understand, oh, you're trying to help explain your story, make sure that this doesn't happen again. It's also fits, you know, the kind of vibe I think you have on the channel. So yeah, looking here, I do see that you are immediately, you know, you have a pinned comment. I think that is really good. I see that you're linking to a way that supports your channel. If you are going to bring them off platform, having them be in a place that you own is smart. So looking here, I would say this is my true stalker story. In my teens, I had a chilling stalker experience. Again, the keyword that YouTube would gravitate towards is going to be stalker, and you have it twice in the title. You have it stalker here. I see that you have, you know, again, I'm very sensitive here, that you have this. This is not bad. In terms of what YouTube is looking for, they obviously would want you to reiterate the title a little bit more, maybe figure out ways to do that a little bit. And then also before the fold ends, if you want, maybe you link your buy me a coffee, you can link to resources or something, whatever makes the most sense for you. I see your buy me a coffee. I see the music you use is from the YouTube audio library. Very good there. Maybe link to another video. So yeah, that's what I would say there. Then let's go ahead and take a look at the transcript. Stalker story, real life stalker. I think you have all of this pretty well to your title. As we go to show transcript, this is a story about my personal stalker. I didn't even know what stalker meant at the time. I think this is really compelling and matches exactly what you've titled the video. So with that, I would say that this is pretty good, all things considered. Again, I think that what you experienced, I hope you never experience it again. But I hope that what this can do and what the power of video is that this video can be found by people who know they're not alone. They understand that this is one of those things that is more common than we think, and that they can learn from what you've learned, and like how maybe through this story that they're not alone. And sometimes that's what people need the most. So with that, I think the way that I'm singing it here, you describe it pretty well. You know, it's not bad at all. I would say this is a very solid, I think we might have our first B+ to A-. If I were to just say, you know, some more things you can do is just use that first 200 character above the fold a little more to help the channel or help, you know, in ways you can. Maybe also just thinking on this unique video is that maybe you have resources if people feel like they're going through it alone. That's something I'd recommend. Overall, I think that what you are doing and what you're sharing is needed to be heard. So first, thank you so much for just sharing your experience. I think it's important that we talk about it. And second, thank you for the opportunity to take a look at your channel. Most of what I'm talking about is suggestions, and I hope that that is super clear. And thank you so much on just giving me the opportunity and being vulnerable enough to share this here. So thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. No people, no problems. And hopefully that helps. And hopefully you understand where I'm coming from here. With that, I will, let's say, Chantel gifted 5 Andrew Can memberships. Thank you so much, Chantel. You did not have to do that. I greatly appreciate it. What we do on the memberships is we focus on helping creators get better. We offer group coaching. We also have just fan supporting. Chantel, thank you so much for just, allowing people to join the membership. Really appreciate that opportunity. So I see Coastal Diva is here with us now. I see that Pearl was gifted one of the memberships. So if you were gifted one of the memberships, in the Discord, we have a member only area, and that is one of the things that you are now have access to. So Chantel, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So now, as we continue, and we are not done for the night, there are still ways, if you're looking for a free channel review, that you can get selected. And the way we're going to do it now is through a very simple hashtag. I think you and I understand where we're coming from. We have 2 brothers on their way. Let's go. Abe Lincoln. Let's go. If you understand, that's a niche Disneyland joke. But 2 brothers, as you see, if you're looking for a channel review, that is the way that you can get your channel review. Ike says, "Oh yeah, 2 brothers." 2 brothers on their way. Yes, yes. So this is your chance. If you're looking how to get a channel review, all you have to do is type in hashtag 2 brothers. As we were continuing to go on, no people, no problems. Thank you so much again. Thank you to everyone who has let us take a look at their channel, World of KRS. We have had Micah. We have had so many great people that have given us the chance just to take a look at their channel. That's really what I'm happy to do here. And I've seen so many people, we've had Explore SoCal, we've had really a great night. And I just wanted to say thank you. I see Hydrogen Stars is here. I'm seeing a lot of different people here. Life with Lucia and Glenn says thank you to whoever gifted us a free membership. Shout out to Chantel, a really amazing creator. And thank you. And I'll get to you that video. She's like, I'll show him. How can he ignore me if we do the video live? We're not going to review your video live here, but it is a good video, and you should subscribe to Chantel's channel. Take a look at it too. No people, no problem says it was helpful, and I needed to hear that. Thank you. Genuinely, you have a really good understanding, like from the transcript to the title to the description to the tags. So thank you. You have a pretty great pretty good understanding. It's just those little things that help take us there. Ad jail, no, I gotta figure this out, because this is the problem using YouTube's is I feel like I've heard about the ads too much for my liking, and obviously YouTube has changed how live stream ads work. I think though, and I thought that memberships helped not get ads. I could be wrong. But that's something I'm going to look into. Sorry that you guys are getting so many. It's, again, YouTube has changed how ads work for live streaming and things like that. So just want to make sure. We ain't new. Hello from Toronto. Oh, I know you're not new. If you've just got a membership, please connect your YouTube channel to Discord so you can get your free. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. I think we have enough with 2 brothers here. Let us go ahead. Who is going to get taken a look at today? All right, let's go, JJ. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Please let me know. I know you said you have a little more focus on shorts, but there's some stuff that still applies to shorts that we can still take a look at. Obviously, we're a little more focused on normal videos being, again, longer than a minute at the time of the stream, 16:9, but we can absolutely take a look at shorts. So as we continue, we're going to keep going. It goes to show that just being here, is really a great way to take a look. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video. So first off, incredible art. Like artists have shown out tonight. Like we have Pearl in the house, we have World of KRS, we have, is it JJ or JJ? I'm so sorry. I really do care about names. But great work. One thing I see here, and I don't know the thought process behind it as much, so please, is there any reason you didn't use the reply to comment in short feature? Like I see you have a screenshot of the comment. If you don't know, and I'll make sure to go full screen for this, one of the best things you can do when it comes to making YouTube shorts is using the reply to comment in a short as a way to make YouTube shorts. YouTube shorts that way just have more of a personalization. It leads back to the original video, and it's all the same great information. You're just using YouTube's integrated feature. So if you're not already, use the reply to comment as a short so that you can get more life out of just an individual comment. You should still comment too, but you can also make a short out of it. It just makes it that much more personal. So if you're wondering, absolutely use that feature. It gets you so much benefit as an audience member, as a creator, and it's a win-win. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'd recommend there. So this is a little more challenging, but we can still see the description. So one thing I would say when it comes to shorts, and YouTube actually recommends this themselves, is that shorts do matter when it comes to just your channel's discovery. Shorts are more of a discovery play. I'll go ahead and drop a like here. Why is it being weird? I'll refresh. Yes, so absolutely. Well, that's the one thing about shorts. I accidentally scrolled on my mouse, right? So you absolutely can use that feature since this is your, it looks like it's your latest short. If I go back to shorts. See, I don't know what's wrong with YouTube tonight. It's giving me a hard time. Weird. Not sure why YouTube's the British are here. I'm sure that's what someone will say. I wonder if it's maybe because YouTube, I'm assuming this is your most recent one. And if it isn't, I apologize, but the idea here again still works, the reply to feature. June 21st. I'll go ahead and like it. I will say the art is incredible. I will say, because this is more speed drawing, I would say speed drawing and then the character name. I think that's really good. I would say that, you know, in the comments, if you're, I don't even care if this doesn't get much views. I'm just so happy to make one again. I would say that this isn't bad. I would pin the comment if I were you and say, hey, tell me in the comments, who do you want me to draw next? Or also, I see that you're commenting a lot. I love to see how active you are in these comments. That's one of the best things you can do in shorts. It's one of the best things that you can do in general videos. I feel it's something that people aren't doing enough, but especially in shorts. If this is like a series you do, I would make a playlist on your channel. And here's why. YouTube channels, like playlists like this, can help people discover your content. Maybe it is viewer drawing submission. If someone comes to your YouTube channel, which a lot of times they actually do from shorts, they can easily understand, like, hey, if I'm active, if I comment, he actually, or they, I should say, I don't actually know your pronouns, they might actually draw what I suggested, and that's super cool. So because of that, I would easily recommend making a playlist. If you're familiar with TikTok, it's like having a collection. Playlists are very useful, and it's one of the things that most people don't even know to do when it comes to their shorts. So that's one of those things I would say you can easily do. Let's go another way to get here. So if I go to my channel here, I actually have playlists. You can have these as well. I have a playlist for my shorts specifically, and you should do this with yours. Maybe it's drawing submission. I call it Grow on YouTube in Less Than 60 Seconds with Andrew Can. Again, the focus is if people want to grow, there's an opportunity. You can play all from here. It'll keep them in here. So I would easily recommend doing this for your own content because it's just another way that people can find it, and it also helps make YouTube a little easier. I believe it is only on mobile. I think so. So I don't have a dedicated video on how to do playlists, but that is something I can do after the stream. So if you join our Discord server, we can kind of show you there, but it's actually really easy. If you're using YouTube Studio, it's pretty similar. You just go to YouTube Studio here. You would do this on the desktop. Where it says create, you would go new playlist. Then you can add existing videos. You can make it private or unlisted until you're ready to make it public. You can see that in content tab on a desktop, there's the playlist area. This is where I have mine. So yeah, this is where I have my YouTube Shorts playlist. I have a bunch of playlists. YouTube themselves says you can never really have too many. So if you're doing it on mobile, it's very similar. So it should be able to find it there, but it's definitely something I'm gonna make a YouTube short about on how to make a playlist on mobile. So that won't take too long. So that's something I'll keep in mind. But looking here, I'm seeing that you're doing a lot of great stuff. You're definitely taking it from your community and you're using that to incorporate into what you're doing. So in terms of metadata here, really the hashtags are going to be your best friend. How you describe as well does matter. I know that's something that not a lot of people consider for shorts, but again, all those things is like, you should describe your video. What you say in the video still matters. So YouTube gives auto captions, right? So if you can, go ahead and make sure the captions match what you actually say. So all in all, I would say this isn't bad at all. I would just say that you're doing a lot right. Consider using the reply to comment feature, because then it's the same setup. You can just, have your phone show it, and it's just using those internal features that recommend and keep YouTube keeping your content next to one another. So pretty easy to do, highly recommend, and can really help there. So that's easily one of the things I would say you can do that can help just in that way. It's hard to give an optimization grade for shorts because it's not one-to-one with the other. What I will say you're doing well on is, you have this here. It is what you were doing. It is what you've described. So this might just be your title restated. I would actually add more to the description, say, hey, I take viewer submissions, things like that. For this, I would actually have the character as a hashtag because people are interested in characters. So you want to make sure that if they're searching, that shows up. I would also say, this is more, because it's under 60 seconds, it's more of a speed art. Maybe consider seeing how that does for you, calling it speed art. I know that is one of those things on shorts that does really well. That's one of the things people look for. So those are just really minor things. Because it's a short, it's a little harder, and I'm going to have to give this probably an NA, meaning non-applicable for the normal grades, but I'll definitely work on a scale for shorts. It's just one of those things that's so new that a lot of us are still, even YouTube at VidCon was saying they're still figuring it out. So that's pretty much what it is. So with that, I would say that, just keep working on those things when it comes to shorts. So I'm reading the membership features. What does support ticket for access mean? So in our Discord server, once you link your channel to your Discord, just go ahead and put in a ticket. It helps us know that you're a member or that you've linked it so that we can add you to the membership area. And we have a video that explains in the membership area how you can get there. So definitely check that out as well. I also see Small Sky's been giving a lot of feedback. When you are watching a video, you can click save and save it to a playlist. Works for your own too. Yes, that's absolutely true. So just some things to think about when it comes to how things are going. But with that, thank you so much for watching. I'm Andrew Can. If I can, you can too. Take care, everyone. Happy 4th.